Well, from when the news first broke, the mushroom mystery caught the country's attention, and now, after 2 years, Erin Patterson has been found guilty on 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. From front page headlines to daily podcasts, and now talk of a book and drama series in the works, the 11-week trial captivated not only Australia but the entire world. For their take, let's bring in Daily Telegraph journalist James Willis and the founding director of Western Sydney Women, Amanda Rose. Morning to you, James. Making headlines around the world, we have a lot of court cases, and there are a lot of these types of cases, I guess, around the world. Why this one so captivating?
I think it was so unique and it was just so unprecedented, the circumstances. And it's funny, I was talking to someone in the UK the other day, Nat, and they are obsessed with this case. They have been following the updates. When Erin Patterson got into the witness box, which is quite rare when you're accused of a very serious crime, they were just gripped to every detail of it. You got this tiny town in Victoria where every hotel room was booked out. There were people arriving at the case at 1 a.m. just to get a seat. And when you just read what actually unfolded, from the different coloured plates to the dehydrator to the trip to the tip, to the sickness, the fake sickness and everything else, and then sadly the death of these people, which has now been declared murder. It's a shocking case, a case of shocking domestic violence, but it has had the whole world gripped. There's no doubt about that. People cannot get enough of this case. Yeah,
there was something about the beef Wellington dish too, wasn't it? It was just so strange that this was...
Everything was strange.
...served up. I mean, also sad because people died here.
Well, this is the thing, and I think what shocked people also is the fact that it was so calculated. And I personally think people thought, hang on a minute, this woman comes across as, you know, a normal everyday family member, and all of a sudden she has calculated poisoning these people that she supposedly loves. You know, it's got you questioning the people around you right now, because it's like, we had no idea you were like this. And I think that's what shocked everyone, because, you know, Netflix and society kind of give you this type of look what a killer is and what, you know, a serial killer type person is. And she blew all that out of the water in a lot of ways. So I think people were disappointed and shocked at the same time. And also now you think, well, hang on a minute, if this has happened, how many other people out there have done something similar that we thought were just everyday citizens, but they've gotten away with it?
The other thing worth noting is that the jury took quite a long time to deliberate on this. And from all reports, Erin Patterson was a very compelling witness. Despite her lies and despite the evidence, those that were in the court said that when she got into the box and told her story, she was very, very convincing.
Most narcissists are.
Well, and you remember that first interview she gave at the front of her house when she was in tears, and she had this ability to sort of turn on and off the waterworks. So
yeah, crocodile tears.
What a story. Unbelievable.
And at the bottom of all this, Simon Patterson lost his parents and his aunt. And
that's huge.
Maybe the real grieving process will start now for those families and friends involved. Moving on, a Victorian councillor has been suspended for a month after liking social media comments which slammed his fellow councillors. The Marybeck councillor has been found to have breached his code of conduct and failed to treat his colleagues with, quote, dignity, fairness and respect. James, a Facebook like, should that be considered endorsement, harassment?
Yeah, it seems juvenile and a bit petty, but I have to say, in the modern world, there is an argument to suggest that if you do like a post, be warned. I mean, I just imagine, for example, Nat, if you like something on social media, I would say that someone would write a story about that if it was a certainly, you know, provocative post. It's the kind of thing these days that can get you into trouble, and I know it can be accidental, but it seems petty, but I also can understand where they're coming from. He's clicked like, people have been bagging the other councillors, he's liked those posts, and as a result they've found that he's breached the code of conduct. So I think there's a warning in this for everyone, for sure.
I do too, and I think people underestimate it. It is your view, and it is, if you're in a professional job.
Yeah, especially when you're an elected official. But what I find interesting, they spent 4 hours deliberating over this incident when this particular council had to pay back residents millions of dollars for overcharging them with parking fees. So maybe if they spend as much time on doing their job and doing it properly and stop worrying about who's liking what post.
Yeah, look, that's a good point. But from a professional point of view, you've got to think
be careful
where you sit in the community too. That's, you know, you're putting your view out there, and a Facebook like is your position now. Journalists should be aware of this too.
It's also a bit creepy though, watching people you know, and what they like. Oh, I saw you liked this. I'm like, okay, nut job. Like, why are you watching everything that I like?
People do.
That is creepy as, like...
It is, but it's the kind of thing, and I've heard about it in workplaces where they, you know, might not get someone sacked, but they say, oh, what about such and such liked that person's post? So, yeah, you've got to be careful. But you're right as well. Rates, roads, rubbish.
Yeah.
We're not worried about
Stick to
this
it.
kind of stuff, seriously.
Yeah.
And a 1 month ban, that's pretty excessive as well.
It's a
seriously.
joke.
Yeah, okay. It's not the only one causing a stir this morning. We did a story earlier about Katie Holmes liking a post which claimed to confirm a relationship between her ex Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas. It appeared as a like and then it disappeared, Amanda.
Well, that's when someone probably messaged her saying, quick, take it off. We saw that you liked it, you know, because that can happen. And I think also with social media, we're getting to this comfortable habit of if we like even a general thing of a post, we like it without realising, hang on a minute, what does this mean?
It's okay to like your ex's post, though. Just to say, you know...
My exes are blocked, they wouldn't know it. So.
that speaks volumes. That's an interesting one.
You think that's okay?
I think it's okay. It's just to say, look, glad to see you doing well. You don't need to write anything. Just it's a little... Like a little...
Glad to see you doing well,
you know?
blocked.
Yeah,
I said that earlier. I don't get the...
I think it's a... I mean, it's a very, you know, sort of happy, well done.
Yeah.
You know, you're
good on you. You're moving on.
Yeah.
I've got rid of you.
Yeah. Well,
didn't we just?
you're blocked.
Finally,
Yeah.
exactly. Finally, tennis star Iga Swiatek has admitted to stealing towels from Wimbledon to give as souvenir gifts, even personal use. Other players such as Novak and Roger have in the past also said they've taken a few towels from the event, with the tennis club saying 500 towels go missing every single day. James, what have you pinched?
I pinched a towel from a hotel and a bathrobe. Yeah.
A whole bathrobe?
James?
But only
Where did you put the bathrobe?
Did your mother
when you
know about
in the
this?
suitcase.
You
but
stuffed it in the suitcase?
Yeah, well, it wasn't. No, it was still
James
it was.
stuffing
it in the
It was
for
tiny
it.
once you folded it up. But no, it was a big chain. I won't say which one, but it was a big
Hilton?
chain. No, I won't, because I'd like to stay there again.
Sheraton?
So, no, you're way off.
A call? Best Western.
That's right. But I was of the view that they could afford to replace it. That was the kind of thing. So
that
it
is
was
a
very
slippery
expensive.
slope. That's how people shoplift in Woolies and places.
It's like
that's a
saying, I'll do
completely
it in
different threshold.
Coles.
If you got caught, they wouldn't charge you, would they?
You know
Why don't you
what?
do it and
They
find
did.
out and let us know?
Yeah.
That happened to us when we went to Dubai.
Really?
Yeah, we did the show there years ago. I may or may not have taken something. I got the bill. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They can.
better than being arrested.
If they realise you've taken something, they will bill you. I was a bit surprised. It was like 80 or 90 bucks.
And I think Wimbledon can sort of
Yeah, but don't
survive
forget,
with
they
losing
give
a few
them the
towels.
towels. So they actually give them the towels to use.
Not
so,
these ones.
No, they actually, there's a certain amount of towels you actually get per
Yeah, but she's
game.
taking 10.
Yes, but she's taking more than
Why
she
does she need
should.
10
But they
towels?
do give them to
Her
you.
family and friends. What have you nicked?
Nothing. Oh, no, sorry, I lied. When I was young, I took a toothbrush from a shop and put it in my top, and then I told my mum about it, and I had to go back and give it back to the shop.
That's good. It's very
That's
honest.
good.
And I've never stolen again.
it's such a-
I cried the whole time. I was
Yeah.
horrified.
Oh, see, that's good parenting.
It is very
It's
good
very good parenting. We did also have someone who worked at this network who used to walk out with boxes of tissues.
That's interesting, because I know someone that works at another network that used to steal suits from the wardrobe department.
Suits?
Yeah, suits. Yeah.
Are
and
you
would walk
kidding?
out with them. Yeah. And I won't say who, but
Are they still in media?
oh, yeah.
So the good-looking ones then, the ones in good
yeah.
suits.
But
Okay.
used to steal suits from another job that they used to have. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell
I'm
you
actually
off air.
feeling quite good about myself.
Wow,
right
there's
now.
tell you the
lots
ad
of
break.
stories about stylists and presenters that we could go on about. Thank you very much, guys.